Happy Thanksgiving. Um, Lots to catch up on. Lots to catch up on. So I'm going to throw two or three different builds at you that have taken place since the last video, and I apologize, but crazy time right now around our house. So, but let's get into it, all right? So I had put up a video a while back of picking up a Kraton, Armor Kraton 6S, and ran that truck. Enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. Awful big, especially for this little bitty shop. Took up a lot of space on the shelf over there. And so, I don't know, the new wore off. And so I put it up for sale to begin with and had some interest. Didn't sell it. Then I had an opportunity to trade it. So I traded it for a crawler, and I'm going to drop a picture right here. Good truck, TRX4. Lots of cool stuff on it. I'll show you that stuff in a minute. But this is what's left of it right here. I needed the parts for something that I wanted to try to build. And so I'm going to show you that as well. It has some really nice parts on it. So wound up transferring that over to a chassis that I'm going to show you now. And let's get into it, yeah? Well, I took that purple truck and I built this. This is just a carbon fiber chassis that was ordered off of Amazon, and built it, put everything underneath it. And so I built this. I don't know what you call them, if it's belly, I've heard people call them belly draggers or whatever, but holy crap, what a chassis, what a nice rig. This is decent. Now I still got to do some tuning. I've tested it one time, just for no more than 5 minutes, and it does really well. Do have some things that I want to do to it. Let me yank the body off and show you what we wound up doing. Before I do that, talk about the body. The body is a J Concepts Chevrolet Silverado. Now, it came with a ton of decals as far as the grill, and I messed up on the grill a little bit. I put it a little bit low, but it is what it is. I opted for the 78 grill with the tube, the actual tube insert look. Because I used to have a 78 Chevrolet with a tube grill years and years ago, so just did that. Body is shot with Traxxas Blue, and the part number, let's see, is 5054, if I'm looking at that correctly. And did a split body line, just silver, top of the bed to mimic a tonneau cover with Tamiya black, and then tinted the windows with Tamiya window tint, which is a first for me. I never tint windows, but gave into peer pressure is all I'm going to say. And but it looks really good. I like it. Fits it really well. It's pinched on the front, pinched on the rear, and just, man, that's a good looking body. Didn't want to run the purple body. I'm not a purple fan, so yeah. Body off. See the chassis. Carbon fiber. Nice chassis. Came with all the links, and went together pretty easily. Now the rear links was really cool. There was an extra set of links in the kit. This is set up for a 313 millimeter or 12.3 wheelbase, but there was links in the kit for a 324 millimeter wheelbase. So that was nice to get those. Had all the rod ends or captured balls, whatever you want to call them. Had the boat sides or the slides there where the ESC is mounted. And let's see, a really nice battery plate there. If you guys are picking up on something, I'll get to that in just a minute. The only thing it didn't come with was the servo mount. Now, there's a lot of brass, and this thing's really nose heavy. So I didn't want to go with a brass servo mount. And luckily, my buddy Otto, thank you, Otto, had this stock unit. I went down and picked it up, put it in. It's a Traxxas servo out of a sledge that was in the truck originally. So this didn't come out of Clint's sledge at all. And swings those tires just fine. Does a really good job. Now the front end has got Trio knuckles. You can see there. And then there's Endure brass on the inside of the wheels there, attached to the portals. Actually has diff covers there that are brass, and it has the same brass diff cover on the rear end. Now, my tires are weighted. I'm not going to go into how much weight's in them, but there's enough. Same with the rears. And look, the thing about it is, look at all the shock mount positions that you got. Now, I've got to lean pretty as forward as it'll go, front and rear, which allows it to flex like crazy. And then there was only a minimal amount of bracing, these tubes to brace across. So I kind of integrated up here at the top where the shock goes through and just tied it in to this brace, went across and attached it to the other shock. So it's a little more rigidity. I did put one more down there at the bottom underneath it. The last one's at the back there, and did the same thing up on the front. And mind you, I've got wiring tied to it. This stuff is coming off because this is I'm not running this motor at all. But you see one brace there, one brace there. The shocks that came on the truck were an internal spring shock by Hot Racing Hot Racing. Didn't really like them, so I just went with a set of stock axials with light springs on it. And it handles really, really nicely. Very happy with this one so far. But as you can tell, the electronics are brushed. It's got a Spectrum ESC and a quick run motor in there. If I can get it, quick run 30 turn. That stuff is coming out because I will be putting a Fusion in it in the next week or so. But interesting situation with this thing. And so let me tell you about it. I'll show you. You can see. See a little charred in there. You see a little, yeah. And then the battery box. I mean, not the battery receiver box as well. Let me tell you what your boy did. Backstory. Whenever I do stuff over here for my friends or for whoever, a lot of the stuff I do for friends. But I don't want to take any money from anybody. I just don't, because I enjoy this hobby. And so it's a pleasure to get out here and work on my stuff and other people's stuff. And the fact that they trust me to do so really makes me feel good. So I just don't like to charge anybody or take money for anything that I do out here. But that chassis was ordered. A person really, really close to me, person that I have featured rigs from on this channel. And it blew me away. And the reason why is because he'd said, look, man, you've done a lot of work over there for me. Let me do this. And I was really apprehensive at the time. I didn't, come on, man, you ain't got to do this. But hey, look, he did it, got it here, blown away. Chassis was not that expensive. Now, it didn't come with a transmission. I used a transmission that had TRX4, so that saved money there. So we're talking maybe 50, 60 bucks for this chassis. And, but anyway, the thing is the thought was there. So he ordered it for me. I get it here. I put it together. The first day it gets here. And then the only thing left is to put the electronics in it and then test it. So what I did, this is so stupid, is I built the truck and I didn't put a pinion cover over it. Pinion cover for a TRX4 is like this, this is it. And I didn't put it on the truck. Completely forgot to. And so I get everything mounted in it. I'm going to send it out of the shop just to test it, run around the yard a little bit. So what does Dummy do? He grabs his 3S battery, of course, one of his 3S batteries, straps it in the truck, sends it out the door. Just normal stuff, standing here with a radio, didn't even look. Send it out the door, and the next thing I know, I hear this. Like, what the hell is this? So I walk outside, and it is smoking like the house is on fire. I mean, this thing is putting off so much damn smoke. I didn't know what to expect. So I reached down, disconnect the battery. Hadn't called fire yet. It was just smoking. Disconnect the battery, throw it out in the yard, grab a 5-gallon bucket, go over to the faucet, put about half of that bucket full of water, take it back out there, reach over there with a picker, one of those picker things, and pick that battery up and throw it in the water, right? What happened is when I put that battery in the truck, I laid it right on top of that damn pinion and didn't even realize it. So whenever it took off out of here, it was eating that battery up the first time I pulled the trigger. And it ate through the case, almost set it on fire. That is why it is charred. I'm a smart man, ain't I? After a couple cigarettes and getting my composure and making sure that I'm not shaking like a leaf anymore, I bring it back in here, look at it. There's no major damage, just a little bit of charring on top of the receiver box and right there where it initially started on top of the pinion. I've used the pinion out of this for something else that I'm working on. Pinion used to be silver, now it's black. Still works, but it's black. But yeah, so don't be like me. Jesus Christ, don't be like me. Make sure you got all your covers in place, because that could have been really, really bad. If it had went under my truck, my personal truck or a car or whatever, this could have turned out a lot worse. Anyway, that's that. And so I built this because of Clint building the other one that we built for him. I know I didn't take video of that, but he built a similar rig with a Ford body. I'll drop a picture of it right here. Great looking truck. And it performs really well. It's based off of a Gen 7 Pro. Portals, fusion system, nice tires, weighted, really, really nice, really capable rig. And nicely done. The only other thing I've done is I've been working on, let me grab her. This is my base camp that has the FJ40 body on it, and just been putting rock lights in it. Looks like crap right now, but I swear to you, it's clean. It's a clean wiring job. It just doesn't look like it right now because of them white wires are just kind of misleading. But anyway, ran it. It's been doing great. We're running Sunday. Hopefully, it's supposed to be quite a crowd out there, so I'm going to try to get some video on that one. May not do a whole lot of running myself, but I'll try to get video. I need to get some video, especially the place we're running. But anyway, that's what's going on. I'm actually working on Eric's Toyota now. I don't want to show what's going on with it, but man, he is really, give you a little clue. Eric's Toyota is that one with the SR5 body that we painted. It's like a cream color, put a light bar, a roll bar in the bed. The only thing I'm going to say is these used to be under it. He has changed it. And so we have been trying to get the geometry right, which is just about there. And a lot of head scratching, some cussing, lots of cigarette smoking, more cussing, and yeah. But hopefully it'll be ready to go for Sunday's trail run, and you guys, and after that I will post a video for that. But lots of good stuff going on, lots of good stuff coming up, lots of good trucks going to be out there this weekend, hence why I want to get video. But anyway, thanks for taking a look. If you made it this far, if you didn't, I'm sorry, but thanks for taking a look. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic Thanksgiving. Eat or gobble till you wobble, they say. You know, turkey, ham, all the trimmings. Do your thing, man. This is the day to pig out. But take a moment. Remember those that are less fortunate, and continue to pray for those people in Western North Carolina. They're still in great need out there. Hope you guys are healthy and happy. Thanks for taking a look. Remember to like, comment, subscribe if you want to, and if you don't, hey. But much love to everybody. You guys take real good care, and we will catch you on the next video. Hopefully a trailing video this weekend. Take care, fellas. We'll see you on the next one. Later.